Hello, everyone, and welcome to TarotStache. I'm Tanys from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, Twillow Lifestyle Academy. And I am, of course, joined by these awesome co-hosts. We have Jennifer Jurkofsky from My Holistic Self Counseling. And we have Gerald from TarotStache.
Hello.
So we are back for our trio for the month. And
we are a little bit early. For those of you who are playing at home, you're going, wait a minute, it's not the second Monday. It's not the second Monday because I'm not available on the second Monday.
Yep. So we accommodate because it's our show. We can do what we want.
You can do whatever the heck you want. I highly encourage that.
It's very good. So we should say hello to a few people.
I'm going to be right back while you're saying hi to everybody. The dogs are losing their minds and I have to bring them in.
Okay.
Dogs are losing their minds.
Dogs are losing their minds. So let's say hello to Nalani. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to you as well. And we have Poco, Kaylee.
Yay.
Welcome, welcome. And Nalani saying, hey there. And we have a couple more of you on here as well. So, come on down and say hello. Let us know how you're doing.
If you want, you don't have to.
Hello, Cheryl.
Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl.
Welcome. Welcome.
Cheryl is one of my channel members.
Beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
Good choice. Good choice. We love Gerald.
Absolutely.
So, we've been laughing backstage, so you never know what kind of show this is going to be.
Not
Shall
with
we
me
do-
involved.
Can we do the forecast and get that out of the way so we can see what's gonna.
We could do that, yes. So let's take a look at the forecasts. On the energy front, we've had a bunch of solar flares here, as you can see. It had been all C class for quite a while, and now all of a sudden we had a whole burst of M class, including an X class right here, X1. So it was quite an active weekend where that stuff was concerned. And we have our auroral activity here, which is a different one from what I normally pull up. But there we go. We had some really high on the weekend, up to a 7. So you may have been feeling that in your body. You may have just been, super tired.
Which one is this? This is a new one for me.
This one?
Yes.
This is the KP index is the one. Yeah.
Okay. You called it something different.
Because we were on the Aurora forecast there.
That's okay. Because I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, wait a minute. I mean, I'm ready with my notes.
This one here.
I know what we're talking about. But you said the Aurora, and I'm like, oh my God, I'll have the Aurora one in my 7 pages of notes. What the hell? I don't know what to do.
This is the speed, the wind speed, and all of that solar wind. So you can see it's been pretty high here, up to 520 kilometers per second.
It's probably a good idea if people are flying a kite, they make sure that their string is strong.
Yes.
That
but these are more atmospheric winds, but it's a good idea just the same.
It was a metaphor.
We can put our grounding cords down and make them really strong so that we don't get so blown around by all of this. But this is quite high. So as you can see, it only goes up to 9 on this scale. So we had a very, very high KP index on the weekend. And then our Schumann today, the power of 30 here, we had a couple of little blips, nothing too big. This one is moderate to big, but power's been relatively, it used to be 7.8 hertz and we've been up around 25 and 30 for quite a while. So that's kind of the new normal at this point. So
it's the new norm.
It seems to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where we are at. So yes, we are going to be feeling the feels from all of this, right? There's lots coming in with all those neutrinos, with the solar flares. So Jen, why don't you tell us about those neutrinos that are coming in with the transits?
So all that is going to be making us really feel what's coming in. And we have been in the gate 39. So we entered the gate 39 on Thursday. So if you guys felt a shift on Thursday, that's why. We're actually into this gate tomorrow. We're going to make the shift into the 53. So we talked a bit about this one last time. I'm not going to get too into it this time. This is the gate of obstruction. This is the provocator, right? This is the gate that pushes our buttons. And so if you're feeling that, and you're feeling that a little exponentially over the last little while, understand that, yeah, those neutrinos that, you know, they're gonna be pushing that energy at us that much more when we're having these really big flares and things like that. And with the KP, right, that the field is feeling a little bit more disturbed, right? That happens when we have a lot of these energies coming in. So kind of the contemplation or the energy of the past week leading up and again until tomorrow is looking at that idea that the provocation creates the pressure. And then we have the gift of dynamism that's going to move that pressure into expression, which leads to that Siddhi, or that enlightened state of liberation, which is what remains when everything else is released, when there's no more resistance there, right? Because that provocation is about resistance. And so, you know, we looked at, you know, how do I respond when I'm activated, and where can I pause instead of reacting? So that was the energy of this past week from Thursday through till tomorrow. And then we're going to be stepping into the gate 53, which is the gate of development. Now, the gate 53 moves us from the shadow of immaturity to the Siddhi, or the enlightened state of superabundance, through the gift of expansion. So what that looks like is that immaturity, it's trying to rush the seed. It's trying to rush the progress, whereas expansion is going to nurture that growth. And then superabundance is kind of the forest that emerges when life is trusted. That's the energy that we're moving into. And we're going to be there and from, again, I say Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world, until the following Monday. And then we'll shift again. And so the contemplation with the gate 53 that we're moving into has to do with creative frequency. And it's that frequency that governs our relationship with beginnings and growth and natural cycles of evolution. So you're going to feel that pressure, that immaturity that comes in is coming in to say, like, why isn't this happening faster? Why isn't this going the way I want it to? Why isn't whatever, right? And so the shadow of immaturity, it's not about being childish. It's about believing that life should unfold according to our expectations. And this is where we end up becoming impatient with the process. We want things to, you know, flower before they've taken root. And so a lot of the energy right now is asking us to kind of take that step back, because we can't harvest before the season. We really need to allow things to go in that natural flow. So if you feel the energy kind of going, you know, I'm being impatient, or I just want to abandon a project because it's not doing what I want, or there's frustration because of the slow progress, notice that. Take that step back and notice when the mind is kind of going, I'm not where I should be. You know how we feel about shoulds. And remember that life isn't late. Like, we go through stages of growth, and those stages serve a purpose. And so the gift of this energy is expansion, and that's growing in harmony with life. That expansion is the steady growth, the openness to possibilities. It's about trusting in the timing, right? So that we can have sustainable progress. So when we're able to notice, again, we've talked so much about noticing. When we're able to notice, we can realize the resistance that we have within us and bring in that patience, and also bring in resilience to help us with the more long-term visions and having faith when things are not yet seen. Mm-hmm. So for this coming week, the prompts or reflections that we can look at is, you know, what new beginning is asking for my attention? You know, where am I trying to rush my own growth? What would it feel like to trust the timing in my life? And where can I replace this pressure with presence? So the affirmation for this is going to be, I trust the wisdom of life's unfolding. I honor every season of growth. As I nurture what's beginning within me, I naturally expand into all I am here to become. And I will put that in the comments, and then I'm going to go let another dog in.
I was just thinking about that because there's this sense of immaturity you said, which is part of the shadow. It reminds me of the page or the novice in the tarot. People seem to think, go let the dogs out, or go let the dogs in. People seem to mistake the page for immaturity. It's not necessarily immaturity. You need to approach it from a sense of not being jaded. There's a sense of naivete, but not in a negative way. It's more of a sense of wonder.
Innocence and wonder.
How I like to look at it. What did you say, Tanys?
Like innocence and wonder. Naivete was
yes.
coming to mind when you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
For me as well. Mm-hmm.
And I think it's one of those things where having that and allowing that to be, it is a natural rhythm, because when pages get new information, they need a chance to have time to process it. And when we try to rush it, you're trying to, what did you say, Jennifer, is you're trying to harvest before the roots have taken. Mm-hmm. And that's a common thing that people without as much experience do. They expect things to, well, I should already know this by now. No, you shouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, you shouldn't.
And I think that, Nalani said this, which my timetable is different from yours. I think that's appropriate in that sense. You don't necessarily know everything at the same time everybody else knows stuff, right?
Because nor should you.
Exactly. We're all on a different timetable.
Mm-hmm.
Big hello to Jacqueline.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Jack.
This Jacqueline?
This Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Yoga for your personal finances. There she is.
There she is, yes.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I can stop that if you never want me to do that again, Jacqueline.
There we go. You let the dogs out, Jen. Woof, woof, woof.
If you're ever wondering who it was,
It was Jen.
Who let the dogs out? Jen let the dogs out.
Yes.
We finally have an answer. Question.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, the book. She's good with that. Mm.
Oh, and Nina is here.
Nina is here.
I had a similar reading this morning. The Fool and the Sovereign of Cups. Being open, curious, childlike energy embodied with sovereign of Cups. Turning off the rational brain, trusting internal compass.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Nina. Thank you for adding that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Well, and really, that's exactly what this energy is all about, right? The brain is the one that's going to tell us, oh, I'm not there yet. Oh, I haven't done it enough. Oh, I'm not, doing whatever. And that internal compass is connected to the seasons. It is connected to the natural flow, right?
Yes.
But we drowned it out with the mind.
Yeah.
We drown it out. We also let other stuff. We allow other stuff to take precedent because we're told it's more important, but we know it's not. But it's just in our face, so we're paying attention to it. Gerald sort of went, "Huh, okay." I thought I would pause and go, what do you want to say?
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, show people your t-shirt, please, because it's very lovely.
Because everybody, you need TarotStache vibes.
Love that.
And you'll see at the bottom right under Jen there, it says TarotStache printify.me/products.
I get that right.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. That's where you can get one of those lovely t-shirts.
I
and
do
so
have
you
to
can
do a
match.
better job of reminding people they can schedule a private reading with me.
Yes.
Mhm.
That too.
So, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Can actually do that with all three of us.
You can.
Mm-hmm. We are all open and available. Well, Jen's pretty busy, but the rest of us are open and available. She's good. It's good.
I love it.
Better
And hello to Kira.
And I hope you mean hello, everyone.
Yes, I hope you mean hello, everyone, as well. Because otherwise, we need to know what kind of help you need.
Yeah, I can send you lots of light and love, but I don't know what else you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, because you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for entertainment purposes only.
I like that. I like that.
Yes.
Hi, Rachel Rose. Good to see you.
Rachel. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting time with the energy, right? Being in that gate of obstruction. How have you guys been feeling? Right? Have you been noticing that those blocks and those things that have been coming in to kind of poke us a bit and provoke us into change and all of that?
I'm thinking Kaylee's okay with help. So she's been feeling it, I think. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So your question is how have we all been feeling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm freaking overwhelmed. I'm just like going, and part of that may be just overstimulus. It could be that the temperature here where I am has been very hot and very humid. Mm-hmm. Gerald does not have air conditioning in his house. And it's one of those things that how much water can I safely drink and not want to never drink water again?
Yes.
But it's okay.
Fair. Fair.
Yes. Yeah. I've been all over the place.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. One day I'm really awesome and I'm bubbly. The next day I'm like exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Today I just have hamsters all over the floor. So.
And how does that feel saying that out loud, Jennifer? I mean, Tanys. How does it feel articulating how you've been feeling over the week?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, good. I get. I'm placing the judgment on it. I'm saying good. I think it's very nice to be able to articulate it and not feel like you shouldn't feel a certain way. Mm-hmm. And you were just, and it felt like to me, Gerald's, but it felt like you were okay with that and you were noticing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So. I'm okay with it.
God, that was
all part of our process.
It is. When we're empaths, I think it's just part of the process, and we get used to feeling all of that. I have my moments where I'm like you, I'm like overstimulated, and I'm feeling like we went out for dinner last night, and it was fairly busy, but it wasn't like crowded. But I came home and I went, yep, I need a little alone time because I'm feeling the people. Yeah, there's a sense of not really wanting to entangle with people the last week, and I think that's probably because of the transits and stuff, right? That I don't want to be provoked, and I don't want to provoke anybody, so I'm just going to hide in my little blanket burrito.
I'm going to stay in my lane.
Hmm. So that's kind of how it's been. Yeah. Which it's okay. That's just and I did some personal work yesterday on a couple of things, and so that was good. Always good to do some clearing. So
that's great.
So Rachel says the retrograde kind of sucks. Got hit hard with some frustration today, but that's okay. Followed by this one from her as well. So you guys were really helpful to me last week. Thank you so much to you both. That helped me significant. We're so glad.
Wonderful. I'm glad.
So glad we can help. Yeah, Chantal's feeling it too. Hey, Chantal, welcome. And Kaylee says she's feeling poked.
Yeah.
And her response is hamsters or gnomes. Well, I often have both. Or else I also refer to it as my files being all over the floor. And so it's when my brain is going all over the place. Yeah. Gymnastics, I affectionately call it as well. And then, tour is a lot for me, but it was actually fun. Got home, needed to reground significantly. Yes. I would.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's a thumper day.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I think Thumper from Bambi.
That's what I was thinking. Is that like a leg is going?
Maybe. So
Right?
like
You know, like
anxiety?
that restless leg kind of
Right.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's been that sense, that sort of anxiety sense for sure. Some of my clients have had it. I've had a little bit. That's kind of part of my brain all over the place. Gerald, for you, Ollie came through the reading and it was very powerful.
Oh,
what happened.
great. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful when you're ready, they're ready, and you've got somebody who is able to communicate. That's a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift. Yeah.
No, Annie says I'm appreciating alone time today. Yes. Alone time is a nice thing sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm an extrovert, so I kind of like people, but I also like my time alone.
Well, and the energy being what it is, especially with it being amplified so much over the last little bit, there's been a lot of things that are going to be poking at us. And, plug to an awesome conversation earlier today that Gerald and I had as a laugh and learn. We were talking about relaxation for sensitives, those of us who are sensitive, empathic, who feel all the feels, right? When we get poked, it's exponential. And so it makes sense that there's going to be a lot of us going, I kind of want to stay in and burrito in my blanket.
I was actually a person who, if I needed to feel better, I would go out and be around people. I was that hardcore extrovert. However, I learned through 2020 and 2021 that I could be okay being alone. And it really shifted how I have dealt with the energy of getting a lot of energy through others to now trying to generate that energy through me. So, yeah.
I would say that's some of those good things that happened through those times, right? We were able to kind of get back to basics. Go inside, have that time to self-reflect.
Well, and it also brought us all online, which is how we,
It's true.
met you, Gerald. Otherwise, we wouldn't know you.
It's true.
So for that, I am extremely grateful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's why Jen and I started doing this show. And we realized today it was, what did you say it was? 203?
203rd show.
This is our 203rd show. We've been doing it, I guess, for 4 years. Almost 4 years.
That's crazy.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Absolutely.
You talk about that being poked, right? That idea of the provocation being that poke. It's those things that come at us, that take us out of our comfort zone, that change us, that make us kind of reflect and go, okay, like, what is it that I need to work on here? What is it that I need to move through? And Tanys's poke way back then of, let's go live and do this, has really caused a lot of shifts and changes in me and the way that I show up and do things. So those are not necessarily bad things, even though we think about, oh, I'm getting provoked or, oh, I'm getting poked, but they can lead, that the whole point of them is to lead to these beautiful evolutions in who we are and who we want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. If you had asked me before COVID if we were going to be doing a show for 4 years, I would have been like, not going online, are you kidding?
I popped on over to my channel. I have 2.2 thousand videos.
Oh my
Wow, Gerald.
And
wow.
and some people might see that and they're like, going, oh my God, here we go, overachiever.
Mm-hmm. But you also love to do it.
I do, and I was doing videos. Yeah, I was doing them 16 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it was quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
I guess you have about double us because I've got a 1.3K videos on here.
I am clearly the baby of the online world at my little 298.
Hey, it's not it. Okay, good. You have 298 videos out there, which is more than what you have.
298 more than I ever thought I'd have.
Exactly. Exactly. For someone who didn't want to go online. Look at that.
I mean,
amazing.
that to me is like, again, it speaks to that evolution of where I was to where there was a time in my life where you thought you said one video and I'd be like, oh, no. And now it's like, okay, there's more than one on here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, so she's asking if we're going to celebrate 300. Yes, I actually had thought maybe we might have caught it before the 200 because I was going to celebrate 200, but we kind of missed it.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, I missed the memo.
Matching blues, yep.
Yeah.
Just got that color today at the art store.
No, but you have the perfect complementary color, so perfect that it matches Gerald's complementary color on his shirt.
Do you know these were my wedding colors?
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My bridesmaid had the teal dresses, and the flowers were all peach.
Beautiful.
Coral. Yeah.
Nice.
You're wearing Twillow colors, you guys.
Nalani has to remember their word for this year: possibilities.
Oh, very good. Yes, everything is possible.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Audrey Hepburn quote. Even the word impossible says I'm possible.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
Yeah, because I would never have thought I would be doing what I'm doing right now, even 10 years ago. And I'm so glad I am.
Yeah.
It's an honor every day to do what we do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's interesting, right? Like, we're talking about the energies and we're talking about change and all of that. And it's such a beautiful thing to be able to just be in the experience of it, right? Not it's good, it's bad, it's right, it's wrong, it's better than, it's worse than, any of that, but just being in that space of being able to be present with what we're experiencing in this moment and how that's unfolding for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that regret and shame and guilt, those are all past. And then, of course, in the future, we've got our worry and anxiety and all of that. In the present, often, my clients will be like, I'm so anxious. I'm like, are you safe right now? They're like, yeah. Okay. Are you safe right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's stay now.
Mhm.
It just is. Yes.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
just is.
It just is.
Very true.
Yeah. Well, and it's so easy when we're in a place of, constantly processing for safety to not be in the present moment, right? Worrying about, all the things, replaying all of the things. And yet, when we're in that present moment, we really get an opportunity to check in with ourselves and go, okay, am I safe right now? Is the person I'm with safe right now? Is the environment I'm in safe right now? Right? And most of the time, right? Yes, we are. Right?
Yes. It's like my mom correcting me last night. I said I hated my life. She said, no, you're hating this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep.
That sounds like she's dealing with gate 39 and moving into gate 53, doesn't it?
It really does.
With Mercury retrograde and some big Schumans.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots going on.
Absolutely. And that's it. This,
Yes. Oops.
yeah, moments do pass. They do. We do this all the time where there's something, upsetting, and it's like, this is going to last forever. I'm never going to get out of it. And then something good happens, and it's like, well, this isn't going to last. And
Yep.
right,
Mhm.
tendency to.
Then called on friends and they supported me.
Woo!
Aw,
Yeah.
beautiful.
This is something that Jennifer and I talked about earlier today. We have these moments where we spend time. We need to work on our regulation when we are regulated, so we can understand the tools that we have. Part of it is because when we are dysregulated or we're struggling of some kind, we forget what we actually have in the toolbox. And I don't know about you who are watching, I forget I have a toolbox.
Yep.
And I go, wait a minute, it's like, oh, my pencil is dull. My pencil is dull. And somebody's like going, well, you got a pencil sharpener. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I've used the example before, probably on here, but that idea of, if you play a sport, right? So let's say you play soccer and that the big game is coming and the goalie on the other team is weak in the upper left corner of the goal. You don't just go, okay, good to know, right? You practice over and over and over again, hitting the ball into that upper left corner of the goal so that when you're in that high stress, high stakes moment, it's just muscle memory. You just do it. It just happens. And that is such a beautiful example of our tools. If we use them when everything is good and everything is okay, we're more likely to remember we even have them.
And that, that truly is the Eight of Pentacles moment. A musician has to do scales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's the building block.
Yeah.
You're learning something new. You have to do it all of the time. So it's then muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
Brenda says my toolbox is very kept secret. Yeah, we're trying to get that to be not so secret, Brenda. So Brenda's actually a teacher.
Brenda. Guess what? You have a toolbox. It's okay. It's there. You just have to make sure that you turn the switch so it's not in cloaking mode so you can see it.
Mm.
That's what happens with Gerald.
Yes.
Your mileage may vary.
So you can actually come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays and see her toolbox, because she shares that in classes that she is teaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Beautiful.
Mhm. Tap into flow yoga. Oh, this isn't very nice. I used to have a boss that would say, "Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop," then she'd drop a boot. Not ideal. Hey, Shem.
Hi,
Welcome. And Dawn. This too shall pass. It does. Always hope, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Melanie said your secret is safe with us.
Yeah.
Us and all their friends on YouTube and Facebook.
I think that's an interesting thing, though, that idea of the toolbox. Again, it's one of those things. Well, and what isn't it one of the 7 habits of highly effective people? Sharpen the saw. You have to take the time to make sure you are still improving your skills, because if it's going to be a lot easier if the saw is sharp, if you're actually trying to cut something rather than trying to cut something with a dull blade.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, and that is one of those things. A little bit of study, a little bit of, and for me, it's a little bit of looking at things from a different perspective than mine is going to help me grow, mature. It's going to help me understand and be able to engage with those who are different around me. So I become curious instead of being fearful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, that idea of sharpening the tools, I think it's such an important piece, because we, if we don't use the things that we know work for us, we forget about them. And then sometimes we even forget how to do them. Right. I know I've had that with clients where we'll do a practice together and they go, "Oh my goodness, that's so good." And then don't use it. And then it's like, yeah, the other day I thought I should probably use it, but I didn't remember how to do it. Right. That's that sharpening piece. If I'm doing it, I'm sharpening that skill or that ability so that it's going to be useful. Even if I do half the practice, it's going to do something, but it's not going to do the same as doing the full practice. Sorry.
Nobody's practice is perfect the first time they do it.
No.
And it shouldn't be. Well, that's what Gerald thinks,
We're very rarely perfect the first time we do something. Very rarely.
Yeah. And the worst part is if you do get it and you're like, boom, bang, I nailed it. Then you expect to do that every time. And it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah. It's not always.
That being said, there are some people who do have natural tendencies for things. But I think that those are the ones, those are the people who, if it comes naturally, it will take you to a certain point, and then you're going to have to work harder. And you're going to have to work differently because you're not used to working so hard.
Yeah. I like this. Practice makes progress. The phrase used to be practice makes perfect. I think practice makes progress is a lot more realistic and compassionate.
Absolutely.
I like it.
It's true. It's true.
It's about coming back to your center, asking yourself questions. What we need, yes, so true. We need to practice our tools, bring back to peace state, peaceful mind. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
Welcome back, Kiara.
Absolutely.
Don't be sorry. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah. So, in the talk earlier, we were talking about how, getting to the destination of relaxation, like there's things that we have to do first before even some of our tools will work for us. So what does help you guys? What helps you to be able to shift what's happening inside, to shift the nervous system, to hold space for, maybe releasing whatever it is we've been carrying, for even noticing what we've been carrying? What kind of things work for you?
This is good.
Milani said, I always strive for progress over perfection.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
What was your question again, Jennifer?
What's in our toolbox?
Basically, yeah. Like, what is it that helps you when you're, knowing that the system needs something, right? When you know the system needs something, but maybe you're not even sure what it needs. What are things that what are your go-tos? What are things that you try? What are things that have helped? Tanys,
Crystals.
Crystals.
That's one of them. Music. Meditation. Or mindfulness,
Cards of divination of various forms. We'll sometimes do that. Other times it's just annoying.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our cards can provoke us sometimes too.
I've never had that happen, Jen. Never.
Me either.
Yeah. Tune in tomorrow for Back and Forth with Jamie and Gerald when we actually talk about the voices that our decks have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, kids.
Yes. We're a sandwich.
A sandwich? Don wants a sandwich. I want to know what kind of sandwich, Don.
And Brenda says breathwork, walking, bicycle rides, EFT, and rest. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got called out with that deck as well.
I know it's a good card deck when the first reading calls me out. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Donald did say a sandwich, and I don't know if they were actually meaning food, but sometimes eating something is helpful because we may be on the verge of being hangry, and because some of us get very focused. Hi, my name's Gerald, TarotStache. I get very focused and I forget to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly I'm like going, wow, it's 5:00 and I haven't eaten anything all day, and I've been moving and doing all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, drinking water. I'm a big fan of hydration.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I will argue with people. Yes, you get your water intake through the food you eat, and it does include coffee, but drink water, people.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah. But, that's okay.
Yes.
Nutrient deficiency is dangerous. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's one of those self-care practices we have to look at, right? Making sure whatever we're putting into our body is nutrient rich.
Well, and the idea that Brenda is coming up with, we've talked about this, the importance of breath and breathing. We've talked about that. When you breathe, you're actually giving your body what it needs so your brain can function, and not function exceptionally well, but function. So,
Yeah, we don't function without oxygen in the system.
yes.
There you go. If our body needs are neglected, will not help our mood. Turkey Bacon Club, Gerald.
Cheers.
It sounds delicious.
Cheers.
That's actually what Jeff and I shared the first day we went out.
Aw.
I know. Little detail about me. That means nothing. But
No, it's sweet. Yeah, but I'm with you guys on the hangry piece, right? And when we're not paying attention and all, it's hard.
Yeah, and the idea of, I was sharing this earlier. Sometimes taking a drink of water buys us some time, so we can respond a little differently rather than my first reaction, which may be, somebody's going to make that into a short.
yes, thank you.
Yeah. But and so, but if we can remember to do these things with the intention of, I'm breathing, I'm drinking water, I'm stretching, rather than the, oh, my throat's sore because I need to say more, instead of just like, that's a true example of being right where you are, because I'm drinking, I need to pay attention to drinking.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Well, and that's it, right? How many times do we eat or drink something and not even pay attention to what it is?
Yes.
Food prep also helps us shift our fixation. Is that what we're talking about? Fixation away.
So if you're like hyper focused or ruminating on something, then shifting that, finding a way to shift that energy, so that you have to put your focus onto something else and have to actually be paying attention to what it is you're doing.
You hope that you're doing that, especially if you're holding a knife.
I was just going to say the same thing, Tanys. This is especially good with using a knife to cut up your, to do your food prep.
Your tomato for your, turkey bacon club. I have to put liquid IV or something in my water to stay hydrated, while regular water just goes straight through me.
I do think that one of the interesting things about that is, if you do it long enough, your body suddenly goes, oh, this is the new normal. I remember in, Gerald's story, I won't share it, but.
You're welcome to if you want to.
Oh, it's not medically proven, but I went to increase my water intake, and I stopped drinking caffeine at the same time. Do not recommend that. It's okay, but I'm just saying. But I increased my water intake significantly, and it took me a good almost 3 months before my body stopped going, oh, we have to go to the bathroom. I just had to, suddenly my body goes, oh, this is the new normal. We like this.
Yeah.
We like this. And I'm like going, okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
But I hear you. I'm glad you're doing something to keep yourself hydrated.
Yeah, we leave a sympathetic state. We like to breathe very little. We hold on to the situation that makes our body very, very tight, and that hangry piece makes our body very tense. Breathe. And I'm not sure what that means, but breathe.
Water wanderer. Yeah. But it's true. And so often with clients too, you say breathe, and everybody goes, I am breathing, but I am breathing. And it's like, yeah, but how much are you breathing, right? Am I just like that shallow?
Yes.
Right? Like I'm almost hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Versus, really taking in and being conscious of and aware of and what is happening in my body as I take that breath in.
Mm-hmm.
And then consciously, very slowly allowing that exhale to come out. Right? Because those signal the nervous system that we're safe. Whereas that very surface level breathing tells the nervous system that we're not okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is one of those things that I know people are saying it to be helpful. It's like when people tell me to calm down,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, good luck with that. Telling me to calm down or telling me to relax is going to have the opposite effect. Telling me to breathe is not necessarily going to help.
Yeah.
However, that being said, if somebody were to actually do it differently, because the words matter, and if they capture my attention and ask it a different way, if they say, wow, when was the last time you took a good deep breath? And I'm like, that's a different thing than breathe.
Yeah.
Well, I just did because I was going to answer you and I was going to yell, but it's like, good, I'm glad you breathe.
Yeah.
So the support, it does come through the words, but it also comes through the tone. So, when somebody is really stressed, I've said this to people and people have said it to me. It's like, you are going through a whole lot.
Yeah.
Full stop. And I go, yeah, I am. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going through a lot.
Yes.
That's when that inner child comes out.
But also, it immediately can open the door for self-compassion.
Yes.
Right? I do that with clients all the time. It's like, wow, it sounds like a lot. And immediately you'll actually see the other person go, right? Because there's that moment of allowing themselves to take that breath. I don't have to say, okay, let's breathe. It's just to acknowledge where somebody is at can be enough for them to breathe.
Yeah. Practice the pause and the breath in the pause.
Hi, Viviani.
Hi. Welcome.
It does remind me of something that I saw this morning while I was scrolling. It wasn't doom scrolling, but I was scrolling because I was motivating myself to get out and do my walk early. Somebody was talking about Trader Joe's, which is a grocery store, and they want their customers to have an experience while they're there, and they train their staff to, one of the things that they do is to always comment about something that the person's buying. Just make a comment or, oh, I see that we have that back. But the other thing that was said, instead of saying, how are you today? Say something like, what are you planning for the rest of your day? Do you notice the difference there? Because how are you today? Oh, I'm fine. Or if somebody says, so what do you got planned for the rest of the day?
I have to think about that.
Yeah, I have to think about it. And then it gives an opportunity, especially when somebody is when I'm not noticing what my nervous system needs and I'm using somebody to help me regulate, and somebody throws me something like that, I go, wait a minute, what? And then just ask it again. And I know what they're doing probably after the second question. And it's me. So, of course, I'm going to be snarking. It says, I get what you just did there. Thank you for that. That was good. And trust me, I will use it on you sometime in the future.
Yes.
But it's a different engagement. It's a child is crying. And a lot of times children, it's been a long time since I've been a child. But they don't have the words to express what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, and for people to say, well, use your words. I don't know what words there are. And it's just like, okay, are you feeling this or are you feeling this? And make it okay for them to say, and this is really good for adults, especially when you're becoming aware. When people, it's just like going, okay, what do you need right now? a very appropriate answer is, I don't know what I need right now.
Mhm.
Great. Now we have a place to start. That's like perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, and if somebody ever gives you that, they're how are you feeling? I don't know how I'm feeling. Okay.
You know it's an authentic answer.
Yeah. And I really think it's so critical now. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're all dealing with heat. We're in Mercury retrograde. We've got all of these little weird stuff going on. But when we can actually go, we can make it okay for somebody to say, I don't know right now.
Yeah.
And then we let them have space.
Yeah.
I'm also a firm believer when you give somebody space that's genuine and you hold it for them, they're going to figure it out a lot faster than if you were to stand over them and go, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
Yeah. Because that's that overwhelm,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and to what you were saying too about giving like options, sometimes when we're in that state of overwhelm, having an open kind of question like that of like, what do you need? And then just leaving it open, we don't have capacity to pull out those things. So by giving a simple, like, could I get you this or that? Right? It gives the person an opportunity to focus in and potentially get an answer. And even if the answer is no, I don't want either of those, at least they've been able to hone in and see and do that check-in with themselves, which is not possible in that big, wide open, what do you need? It's like, I don't even know where to start to figure that out.
Yes.
Right? But I can say, do you need a hug? Do you need a drink of water? And, the answer might be no to both, and that's okay. Right?
And it's two things that this person does not need. So that narrows it down.
Mm-hmm.
That is still progress.
It is. It is. It is, Tanys. I also like to tell people, boy, this is the second time I brought up diabetes today. It's so bizarre. I don't really talk about that. But when I'm having a low blood sugar, and if you ask me if I'm having a low blood sugar and I go, no, I don't think so, it's okay, then I'm not having a low blood sugar. But if you ask me if I'm having a low blood sugar and I start yelling at you and I start screaming at you, that's a pretty good indication that I'm having a low blood sugar. Jeffrey's been really good when he's, when I've woken up, and there is a point to this, but the idea of this is he's like going, do you need something to eat? Do you need this? Do you need this? And I'm going, oh, I don't know. And sure enough, he comes back and he says, here, drink this. And it's like, okay. And so I think it's so important that we pay attention to our own rhythms and for those of around us that we love and we care about, because then we can go, okay, there might be a way to a little bit of, how do I say this? There's a history of being able to figure it out, what needs to happen. And it's like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always love that thing where people, low blood sugar makes me rude. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm not rude. I am ruthless and mean. But it's that idea of like when kids are coughing, you tell them to put their arms above their head. I don't know if that actually helps, but it's funny because all of a sudden they're not thinking about coughing. They're thinking about their arms above their head.
It seems to work. I don't know what the mechanics are, whether it's physical or psychological, but it does seem to work.
It does. And it works. I've done that to people too.
Mm-hmm.
They're coughing and I'm like, put your hands above your head. And they're like, look at me. It's like, it worked. Somebody out there is going to find a good research and give me a citation on why that actually works.
There you go. There you go. It's probably not while you're like choking. I think that might need something else.
That needs something else.
That cough might need something else.
So we're sending you hugs, Kira.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Big hugs.
Mhm.
I think you've got some from a few people here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leah's sending you some as well.
Mhm.
It's the redirect with the arms up in the air.
Yeah.
Redirecting.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure what this one was for.
Natural banana, flat flour, baking soda, and honey or maple syrup.
Maybe I missed
Am I making
something.
cookies?
Either that, or I'm like, going, are you making pancakes?
Maybe.
Oat flour. Oat
Oat
flour
flour?
is what it is. Yeah, must be.
Did we miss a?
Interesting.
Like oat flour.
Basically, I think Leah is saying,
Oh, banana bread, she says.
I was
Perfect.
just saying, Leah, are you suggesting that we all need a snack?
Or were you telling us to do the banana? Do banana?
Oh, for the low glucose.
Oh, for the low glucose.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, cool.
I love banana bread.
Me too.
Hi, J Cat Lady.
Hello.
Lurkers are welcome. We've had that time manipulation thing. It's already been an hour. I can't believe it.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Last time I looked at the clock, it was like 30 minutes after, and then it's like,
got to do that, and we got to do this. Nalani loves this community.
oh.
Yeah, we love you guys too.
Hey, Nalani, are you on with Linda on Thursday? Excuse me while I do business that's not related to our show.
That's
That
okay.
is totally
Gives me
fine.
time to pull a card.
Ooh, nice. Made delicious apricot squares this weekend with Mom. Simple recipe.
Oh, no.
Very nice.
Nom, nom.
Now you guys are making me hungry.
I know, right? It's a good thing. It's
Because
dinner
Leah
time
also
around
talked about
here.
egg rolls.
Egg rolls.
Mm.
Maybe,
All right.
he says, in response to your question.
All right. I pulled our home plate.
Home play.
Seeds from the Sacred Feminine. And I got, it is time for ceremony. Time for ceremony. Life is a continual sacred unfolding. This is known in the, oh golly, I'm going to have to say this, and I'm going to try to say this well. And so this is in the Creamy Chief language. It's Pimatsuwan. Pimatsuwin. That's it. Pimatsuwin. Okay. When we walk with mindful celebration, all of life is a ceremony. A busy, hurried pace can hypnotize you into believing that meaningless things are meaningful. It is time to slow down and enter the realm of the sacred feminine. It's time to honor the sacredness of life around you. Move away from your distractions and breathe a sigh of relief. Life is waiting for you to rejoin the celebration. The only thing life needs is your attention. Ceremony occurs when you notice the beauty and aliveness around you. Feel the power in your body. Feel the sun and earth honoring your journey. Honor them in return and feel the circle of life become whole. Create a sacred space in your own home by lighting a candle or smudging with sacred medicine. Sit and contemplate your connection to your relations. If you are able, attend a ceremony held by a sacred lodge keeper. Your presence in either your sacred space or another's will be cause for much celebration. You are a joyous miracle, and all of creation wants to celebrate with you in ceremony.
Beautiful.
I love a good ceremony, and ceremony is so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
The key thing is that it has been done multiple times with that intention of elevating.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So cooking with your mom is a ceremony. Sitting down for a meal is ceremony. Brushing your teeth can be ceremony if you elevate it that way.
Absolutely.
Appreciate and honor the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
What a beautiful thing for the switch in the energy that's happening this week too, right? We're moving from that obstruction into development. And so ceremony really helps. It's going to clear away what we've been working through, and it's going to make space for what we want to move into.
Absolutely.
Because if I have this correct, the affirmation, I trust the wisdom of life's unfolding. I honor every season of growth as I nurture what is beginning within me. I naturally expand into all I am here to become.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And how about that for a ritual? If we woke up every day with that approach,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Definitely. So, what have you got going on this week, Gerald?
later today, I have, well, at the top of next hour, I have a caffeinated and unfiltered reading show.
Very good.
And I have several shows coming up back and forth with Jamie and Gerald. I am on, and that's the one where our decks have voices and then are talking to us.
Very good.
So Friday is going to be a really busy day, so I've got lots of good stuff. Subscribe, and later today and probably early tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some members only bonus videos.
Very nice. The benefits of being membership.
Membership has its privileges, and trust me, I'm trying. I did do a couple of videos this yesterday where I'm working on doing some quilting, sewing, and that was a lot of fun to do. That is just making me ridiculously happy with dealing with color.
Very good.
What about the two of you? What are you both doing?
Jen,
Yeah.
have you got other stuff going on this week too?
This has actually been a busy week. I don't normally do a whole lot of live stuff, but just to kind of do a little bit of a recap and moving forward. So last Thursday, I was on with Michelle, who we're going to actually have on in a couple weeks with us on Beyond the Outer Realm. And we talked about dreams and premonitions and all that fun stuff. So if you missed that, go ahead and check it out. Gerald and I were on at 2:00 today, and we were talking about relaxation for sensitives. So if you missed that, be sure to check that out. It was a fantastic conversation. Then this Friday, it is a brand new something. I don't know how much we want to share about that. Coming up, maybe I'll let you share on that one. And then this coming Saturday, if you, I'll see if I can post it on upcoming for YouTube as well, but it's definitely on Facebook. The United Experiencers Initiative is doing their launch. And so I'm going to be on with them. And there's a great lineup of people that are going to be there talking about experiences and extraterrestrials and consciousness and all that kind of fun stuff. So if that is up your alley, I would say, check out the Facebook page and you'll get to see all the details.
So yeah, that's what we've got going up. The Friday night, I think we can probably share that. So we are shifting from Galactic Gab, which we have been doing, to a new series, Story of the Stars, is what we are doing. And we will be having Diane G with us for this series. And we're going to talk about galactic stuff and past lives and possibly some readings. We'll see how it all goes. You just have to tune in and see.
That's
That is what's
exciting.
happening.
Yes. I too am so excited.
She was dead on when she was on last week or the week before. She was right on with stuff. So we're very excited for that.
Beautiful. How often will that show be on?
Once a month for now.
Great.
Yeah. So that's a lot of fun. That's what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're in local, we are having Enlightenment Evening tonight in an hour and 15 minutes. If that is something that you're interested in, please reach out. And other than that, I guess we will say farewell.
Farewell.
Avida saying goodbye. Sorry.
That was going through my head too.
That's right.
So long, farewell. So thank you all for joining us. We always enjoy your company, and we do love this community and all of its beautiful energy. So come on back again next week, and see you soon. Take care.
Bye.